Hello, all of us here at Put Simply are very excited to talk to you today about our response to the Embedded Wallet Lite Challenge. We had a lot of fun throughout the process and got to build a really interesting user interface to show all of the transactions. But before we go into phase three, let's talk a little bit about who Put Simply is. We're essentially a content discovery platform. We want to empower our users by providing a way to display curated, concise, and high quality content from a myriad of topic sources. We're not public yet, and we've been under wraps for a few years working on things, but we'll be public soon. And keep an eye out for us. Phase two, we made a generic GraphQL interface to OST. GraphQL is nice because it reduces the complexity of working with many different APIs and allows us to consolidate some of the core functionality that we like from other APIs into a single place. Think of it, from a software engineering perspective as a simple facade, but a very powerful one at that, just because of the modularity, extensibility, and other architectural concerns that it affords. In phase two, we use the GraphQL interface to be able to award users for completing simple tasks in a Git instance. Git is very similar to GitHub, but it's open source and free. So, to summarize, we created a award system for which rewarded users for various activity on Git. But phase three is a little bit different. We built on our success in phase two by first integrating the latest OST API with GraphQL, and then built a elegant token tracking page to allow users to see their current balances, and not only that, but also being able to donate to other users and the recent transactions that have added or reduced the amount of tokens in their account. And so at this point, we'll be migrating to the demo portion or the demonstration portion of this presentation. And let's get started. To get the party started, we're basically going to sign in as one of our users. This is Jody Gage. So we'll sign in as Jody and we'll make an update. So let's go to the repo. Now that we're in the repo, let's go ahead and make some changes. So looks like Alan Kerr has recently committed a MD file, and Alan has listed that these are his pets, but we don't see any names, so let's take care of that. Lucy and Goosey. Perfect. And Jody is feeling very bold today, so she's just going to merge straight to master. And so what we can see is that here we have a terminal open running our logs, containing our log file. We can see the latest transaction come through where Jody was awarded for that contribution for simply updating Alan's list of pets. But let's also take a step further and check on the OST view page what's been going on. And as we can see a few seconds ago, Jody had received 117 OST tokens. So now let's take this a step further and sign into our elegant new UI. So to do that, we'll log in. And so here we see basic information about Jody: her email, token address, and balances, both in PST and US dollars. And you know what? I think Jody is feeling generous today. So let's donate a whopping $1 to our dear friend Robert Lawrence. So we made the donation, and it's currently saying status. It's, as you saw, it said status waiting for mining, but now that's complete. It's also visible here in our log. And if we go and refresh the OST view page, and we can see now that this simple transaction of 23.57 OST, or roughly $1, has shown up.